So one last video for the night. I think this is the one that upsets me the most because it's about the kids. So he says, I wish people valued Ari and Solomon as much as they do the rest of the kids. And Janelle rightfully says, hey, when you say it that way, that's really contentious. That's a huge separation. And he goes on and on about how he had to protect those children. I will remind you that Truly is only about 1 year older than Solomon. And I didn't see him showing any concern for them. And secondly, I don't see how his lack of time with Janelle over many, 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 many years, even before COVID, has anything to do with some dislike towards Solomon and Ari. I've never seen an adult, I've never seen a child say specifically they don't like those kids. You know, when they were in COVID, I don't know if you remember this, when they were in COVID, the whole family came to her birthday party. It was a little awkward. I mean, she didn't seem to know who half the people were. It was really weird. Now, she was age appropriate. I'm not trying to pick on the kid. I'm just saying that the whole family got tested and came to her thing to support her. And then they all got exposed to COVID because of the nanny. The nanny had exposed them. And then, of course, because everyone got together, actually the weak link was the nanny, which was Cody and Robin's choice. But people did that for her, and no one complained, and no one fought, and everyone tried to give her a lot of attention. And, I wish that for her. But this whole framing that somehow they've been just terrible to Solomon and Ari, was, he's just so mad. And none of those people ever exposed him, but it breaks my heart because I don't see this, he talked about how he has to be there for his young kids. He has to be there for Ari and Solomon. Well, he didn't seem to have to be there for Truly, even before COVID. So you could say it's all COVID, but what does that explain for the first, all the other years from the time, it's like 6 or 7 or 8 years between the time that Truly was born and COVID? What about that? I never heard him say things like, oh, I've got to rush over to Truly. I've got to hurry back over to spend time with Truly, Even Mary was like, he forgets he needs to spend time with his adult kids. And I'm just sick of hearing about it. It's been 1 billion years that we've been going over this whole, you tried to kill my kids thing that he's like trying to push with the COVID stuff. And I'm just tired of it. And I'm ready for Janelle to dump him because I am ready to have this man out of my life. I know we won't lose him. But it was just infuriating to hear.